front of my home in my neighborhood, in our little neighborhood that we live in Redmond, Washington. We got a little bit of snow today. So I figured I'd go out here and make a video real quick. Well, I have a nice background, especially wanted to take a few minutes and drop some information since it is Black History Month. And first thing I want to say about Black History Month is that particularly for black people, y'all need to figure out and remember that this holiday was started by Carter G. Woodson, or not holiday, but this month was started by Carter G. Woodson. Carter G. Woodson is the founder of Black History Month, which used to be Negro History Week, right? And he is the person that chose February as the month that we use to celebrate Black history. It was not given to us because it's the shortest month of the year, like you hear people saying all the time in interviews. And they say it with an attitude, out of just not knowing. And he chose it, I believe it had to do with Frederick Douglass and abolitionists' birthday, and also because of Abraham Lincoln. I think that was also his birthday. But anyway, for whatever reason he chose it, I don't remember exactly, but he is the one that chose it. And so for this month, I want to give you guys some information about some historical figures that you may or may not have heard about in the past, particularly around tech. So the first thing I want to tell you is a couple books I'm going to recommend. One is called The Black Digital Elite. It's a great book by John T. Barber. I read it a few years back. The other book I want to mention is A Struggle Worthy of Note. That's by David Wharton. And then another book is by Keith Holmes, and it's called The Black Inventors, or Black Inventors. You definitely want to take some time and read these books, because the main thing about Black history I like to share with people is it's American history, and what it really is about truth, right? The reason that this month came into being by Carter G. Woodson is that the contributions of black people were always omitted, as we saw with the movie Hidden Figures. They were always omitted, and so if you're not telling the whole story, you're not telling the truth. So we have contributed greatly to this country, and of course Black history extends beyond the shores of America, and it is worldwide, our contributions to civilization, and not just America. And so I want to leave you with a few folks you can look up. One is Gerald Jerry Lawson. He's considered the grandfather or the father of video games. He invented the video game cartridge. So think about that, right? Think about video games and where they were a couple decades ago and how instrumental the cartridge was. So that's Jerry Lawson. You also got to talk about people like Roy Clayton. Roy Clayton was instrumental in the decision for Hewlett-Packard to become a computing company, right? He's the one that spearheaded the movement for Hewlett-Packard to move into computing as a line of business. So without him, no telling where they would be. You talk about John Thompson. John Thompson, in 2005, couple decades ago, was one of the top CEOs in Silicon Valley for Symantec, and for years, since like 2014, he was on the board of directors for Microsoft. I'm not sure if he's still there now. So you got Jerry Lawson, you got John Thompson, you got Roy Clay, you got Mark Dean. You have to talk about Mark Dean. Mark Dean holds many patents from IBM and was instrumental in some of the design work for the PC, I believe it was AT or XT, but you guys can look it up. Mark Dean, another person, right? So, and of course, Katherine Johnson, we cannot forget Katherine Johnson and her contribution in mathematics towards NASA. So again, Black history is every day. We continue to make it, but I like to highlight folks, particularly in tech, because that's where has been most of my career, and that's where we see this underrepresentation. And I feel like us not knowing about these contributions, and I've been posting them every day here. If you follow me on LinkedIn, I've been posting them every day this month. And so there's a few other folks that I haven't mentioned that I've been posting since February 1st. But we've made contributions, and in tech, it has to be known, right? It has to be known. So that's my 2 cents for the day, and I hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. Once again, this is your boy, Coding While Black, Dr. Kai Dupé. Peace.